welcome back. So today's topic is going to be on what is happening over in Israel.
Yeah, and there's a lot happening over there right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about currently Israel and the West Bank. So they're currently in the process of trying to annex the West Bank, and that's causing a lot of problems over there currently. Because there's several countries already saying that they're going to go to war over this.
Yes, and if they go to war over this, it's going to be basically 3 or more countries against Israel.
Yeah.
Which could be very devastating to Israel, right? Because they're a small country.
Yeah. And so annexation, this basically means you're adding territory to your own territory. So that's what they're trying to do with the West Bank. They're going to add that territory. Even though technically it's already theirs, you have people saying, it's not theirs because it was already preoccupied before they gained it during that 6-day war that they won.
Which was in 1967?
1967.
Yeah, so they took over that land. It was their land, but they never really completely took it under their wing.
Yeah.
And so that's what they are trying to do now, which everybody except the United States is against.
Yeah, and they currently have 70,000 settlers there. Because after that war, before they decided what they were going to do with that land, their citizens said it's our land, and they just started moving out there. And that's basically what has caused a lot of conflict, because you have the Palestinians there and you have the Israeli citizens, and so it's been causing a big conflict between those two groups of people right now. And so basically the interesting thing is Benjamin Netanyahu, which is the president of Israel, he was saying that by July 1st they'd like to start moving and getting it down.
That's so soon.
And if you already look at they have the Jerusalem Post and stuff like that, news sites over there. They're already saying that in a few weeks they're already planning on, trying to get the lands. And you already have we were talking about countries coming up saying you can't do this. Yeah. So it's getting interesting. Yeah.
So you have Russia, Iran, and Turkey right on the border of Syria, which is just a little north of Israel. And in the Bible, God tells them that He's going to put Gog and Magog. Gog is the leader, and Magog is basically Russia.
Yeah.
In the Bible, the reason we know that it's Russia, it was not named Russia at that time, but because of the placement of where it talks about where the place is. So we know it is Russia. So Gog is the leader. So God tells the leader that He will put hooks in their mouths. And what is happening is that not too long ago, Israel found a lot of natural gas, oil, and gold. And that will be kind of like the hooks that bring them against Israel. And why would God do that? God does that to prove that Israel can stand on its own because of God's protection, when everybody else would think, that they would fall, but they're not going to fall.
Yeah, and we were talking about, what draws them in too is there's been reports saying that Russia, Turkey, and Iran, that their economies are collapsing.
Yes.
And so they said they're going to be forced into a position where if they don't act, their countries will fall. And so they see Israel prospering, and they already don't like Israel, and so they're going to go attack them. And the thing is, in Ezekiel 38 through 39, it talks about a war that's going to happen between those nations we were talking about. And so basically with those nations, they all will come against Israel, but God will step in and protect them. And the reason for that is, God wants Israel to know that He's back on their side. And the interesting thing is that it seems like the Ezekiel war will happen during tribulation, because it says the war happens during when Israel's at peace. And the only time they think they're in peace is during the first 3.5 years of tribulation, when the Antichrist signs the treaty with them. And so it's a false peace, but they still think they're in peace. Hi guys, I apologize for this interruption. I just had to come here and clarify. So basically the Ezekiel war, most people believe it happens during tribulation. And so if that's the case, we are so close to the rapture then. For a fact, so what we believe is going to happen is before this war would even break out with Israel, we believe before it'd get that crazy, the Antichrist will come in and he'll have the treaty for Israel, and then we believe that will be signed, and then after that, that's when the Ezekiel war will kick off. For the fact when the Ezekiel war happens, it's during when Israel thinks they're in peace, and they think they're in peace during the, first part of tribulation. And so that just shows how close we are to the rapture. If that's the case, for a fact, like the church, we're not supposed to even see the Antichrist and know who he is. So if this is all coming to pass right now, we are so close, guys, and you just need to, just keep looking up because our redemption draws near. All right, we will go ahead and resume the video.
Yeah, so we just have to keep looking up, watching what's happening in Israel, and that will tell us more than anything, plus all the signs that are happening.
Yeah, and again, like the United States, they're not mentioned in the last days, and so that's why we can see everything happening the way it is now. Like, we have this eternal division among us, and we're being like rooted from the inside out. And then, very recently, Trump, he pulled all the troops out of the West, and so we wouldn't be able to help them. And that's the whole point of like this war, is to show that God is back on Israel's side and that he doesn't need anyone's helping hand and helping Israel.
Yeah. Well, that reminds me, did you hear about coronavirus?
No.
It's a riot. Ha! You like that one? I liked it.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess we've probably told them as much as they need to know right now, and we'll keep getting information to give to you. In the meantime, you should continue to study and watch what's happening, so you can kind of see how close we're becoming, which I believe is very close. Very close. If they're gonna annex that in July, we are already in June, so it won't be too much longer. So
yep,
we'll just keep watching and living right and be ready for our rapture.
Yep.
So if you guys have any prayer requests, if you have anything that you would like to share with us, please leave those in the comments below. We will be happy to get back with you, or you can DM us. And as always, you do not have to be specific if you have something you would like for us to pray for. It can be just very generic. Hey, please be praying for me. So anyways, okay, until next time, I guess we will see you later. Thank you. Bye.
See ya.